Many years ago, I was working in front of the computer. There is this naggy, critical voice in my head that says, oh, you cannot do this, it's not working, you're wasting your time, blah, 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 blah. I have work to do, right? So I kind of ignore it and push it in the background, but it keeps grumbling. Finally, I'm like, okay, I had it. I'm just going to take out a piece of paper. I'm just going to write down whatever you say. So just give me your best shot, Mr. Inner Critic. As I was writing, I realized a lot of the things it says is quite repetitive, like it's the same, there's nothing new. So I was like, I have already written this down, could you say something else? But something interesting happened. I waited and I waited. It's complete silence. My inner critic gave in. It says that I can't do this when you're looking and staring at me like this. I can't criticize you when you are observing me. So I was like, yes, I win. Many of us, when we try to silence the inner critic, what we do is we ignore it, we suppress it, we want to get rid of it. But the more we push it away, right, the more it persists. The more we don't want to hear it, the louder it gets. So the solution to this is actually mindfulness. Mindfulness means observing your thoughts, paying attention to your thoughts, but being neutral. And to do this, I created a game called Being the Waiter, or Being the Waitress if you are a female. Every game has its rule. So the rule of this game is to not get offended by your inner critic. So first, imagine yourself as a waiter or waitress. You take out a notepad or a piece of paper and set the alarm clock for 5 minutes, and you're taking down the order of your customer, which is your inner critic in this case. And you allow your customer, the inner critic, to tell you whatever it dislike about you or what improvement you can make. Then your job is just to take down the order. And as a waiter or waitress, you don't get offended by the orders that your customer make, right? You don't go like, oh, you want chicken chop? No, you can't have chicken chop. No, you can't have fish and chip. So no matter how nasty your inner critics like scold you or criticize you, you're not going to take what it says as the ultimate truth. You're not going to believe everything that it says. If there is a repeat order, you just politely say, oh, I have taken this down. Do you have anything else to add? The way to win this game is not get offended. If you get offended, then you lose the game. So why this game works is these games help you to pay attention to your thoughts. When I was working, I was not giving any attention to my inner critic. But then that actually makes it wants to get my attention even more. It keeps looking in the background, trying to grab my attention. Once I bring it from the background to the foreground, suddenly the inner critic has nothing to say. It has nothing new to say because the inner critic is analytical, it's critical, but it's not creative. It's just a matter of time where the inner critic has nothing new to add. If you have a very noisy mind, maybe you want to change the duration to 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or 30 minutes. I've been in the park for 3 hours. No matter how noisy your mind is, right? By the time when you reach 1 hour and 1.5 hours, your mind has nothing to say. It's just peace and just silence. When you're neutral and you don't believe everything that your inner critic says, it can't hurt you. Self-criticism isn't a problem. It's our resistance to the self-criticism or our belief that the self-criticism is true that hurts us. But of course, we are in different state of consciousness, right? So you could have an inner critic that tells you like, you're stupid, you're not good enough, you're unworthy, versus another person might have an inner critic that says, I am stupid, I am unworthy, I am not good enough. So the difference between these two is when your inner critic uses you, that means there is already some kind of separation between you and the inner critic. You know that you are not your thoughts. But if you are saying I, that means there's no separation in this. So it might be tougher for you to play this game. What's good about this game is at the end of this game, you have a list of things that your inner critic criticizes you. So the next time when you criticize you, you will be more mindful and be more aware. Also, you can take this list as a list of things you could improve on, like perhaps your inner critic always criticizes you on relationship, you can improve in that area. Or if your inner critic criticizes you on work, you can improve on that area. So the next time your inner critic is acting out again, instead of ignoring it or resisting it, give it some attention, play this game and observe your thoughts and see how easily these thoughts just drop away. So you can try it and let me know if this game works for you in the comment section below. Hi, I'm Yong Kang. If you are interested in getting more insights on how to deal with your inner critic, please check out my book, The Disbelief Habits. The links are in the video description below.